George McCready. That is the name on the tip of my tongue today. I watched My Name is Julia Ross today. I stumbled into it knowing next to nothing. Truthfully, I selected it on the Gothic Noir collection on Criterion pretty much for the runtime. I needed something to kind of play as I needed to get some things done, sounded intriguing, and I ended up being hooked. So McCready is one I've actually known about for a long time, and he's quickly becoming a favorite of mine, despite the fact I haven't seen nearly enough of his work. He is a fascinating, deliciously evil, villainous character actor, and loved it here. This, for me, he was the strongest point in My Name is Julia Ross. So to get back to the important stuff, the film follows Julia, a young woman living in the city with all the young woman living in the city problems. She can't pay her rent. She needs a job. Life's just rough. So things seem peachy when she finds out about a job that has room and board and that she would need to keep for a year, and she can't have family connections, which is great because she doesn't have any. So she quickly snaps up the job. However, things quickly take a turn and become more complicated than she was anticipating. This is an almost 80-year-old movie, but I'm going to leave it, say spoilers, and leave it there. This was a perfect fit in the Gothic Noir section. Very small, contained film, very much based in and around a vaguely your English. We're set in England, so an English manor house as Julia's character tries to figure out what's going on, realizes what's happening to her, and then has to figure a way out of it. This, before I get too much deeper, here is the cast that we had for this surprisingly interesting deep cut of a film. McCready, of course, May Whitty, Nina, I'm going to say Foch, try and get all the potential different pronunciations in there. She was a really interesting performance as Julia, very, very strong, very powerful, and interesting to see her kind of formulate to get herself out of the situation that she is in. The biggest struggle I had to deal with the characters, specifically McCready's character. Is it a misuse of the character? It's hard to say. He is, if you know his work, if you've seen Gilda, some of his other things, he is an incredibly subdued, sophisticated, smooth, kind of beneath the surface kind of character. And through 75% of this film, it taps into that very effectively, and the film is better off for it. As they get into the second act, there's a little bit of a tweak they make with his character, and it loses it, at least for me. He becomes more overt, a little less seething, a little less intelligent, a little less thinking man, and it just does not serve the scary nature of this as effectively. I think this film is really at its strongest, like late act 1, early act 2, as you don't really know who these characters are, as you don't really quite know what's going on, and as things are still taking shape. As you get into the third act and answers are starting to become clear, I don't know if it was quite as strong for me as it could have been. But have you seen My Name is Julia Ross? Have you checked it out on the corner, deep dark corner of Criterion that it's on? Let me know your thoughts. I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you so much, all. Have a good one, and we will talk soon. Bye.